and welcome to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Plus, I'm bringing Stabity, the stabby that ever stabbity'd. And let's get back into the game. Last we left off, we were doing a playthrough with Yuri. So, it's time to get on that. Anyway, we need to get a perfect score this time. We need to get a perfect poem for Yuri. So let's see, is infallible one of the words? Whoops, I don't have that pulled up. There we go. Yuri. Yes, infallible is one of her words. Intellectual sounds right. Yes, it is. Disoriented. Yes, it is. Very good. Melancholy. Yes, it is. Man, this is good. Suicide? No. How about headphones? In Area 51. Lol, the Illuminati. Oh no, Gabs is part of the New World Order, the Illuminati, and he knows everything about aliens. Or perhaps she, sorry. Let's see. Incongruent electricity? Yes, electricity will do it. Existence? Existence does it. Philosophy will almost certainly do it, but I will check. Yes, it does. Philosophy nightgown, perhaps? No, no ends at all. How about despise? Nope. Crimson Vivid Promise. Crimson does it, yes. We got that. Judgment. Yes, Judgment will do the trick. How about Unrestrained? Unrestrained will do it. We are doing quite well. Empty? Nope, empty will not do it. Wait, no. No, that was eternity, not empty. Breathe? Breathe will do it. Wonderful. How about destiny? Yes, destiny will do it. Let's see here. Essence. How about essence? Yes, essence will do it. Disown? Did we already have that one? Yes. Disown. Let's disown again. Contamination sounds right, and it is. The government hides the aliens. I saw many things. Supervillain. Hang on, my chat window is a little, too far over. There we go. Now I can see your entire chat. Marshmallow or romance? Nope, not romance. And not marshmallow either. Fantasy. How about fantasy? Nope. Ambient? Ambient will do it. Uncanny? Uncanny will do it. Disarray? Yes, disarray. Determination. Determination will do it. Eternity? Eternity. And there we go, there's the notification of a perfect poem for Yuri. It doesn't show up in the game, but that's alright. And anyway, since this is already the third time through, I'm gonna auto-skip because we do not need to talk through everything. But yeah, that is the second poem in Act 1, and now we reach new content. So, let's get into it. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
Ah, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I, make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you, hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water.
Oh, thank you. I do love my Yuri voice. I think it fits her quite well. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Now let me tell you, Gabs, I am a fan of long legs. In the age-old question of boobs, butt, leg, I am a leg man. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
Oh, I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? We're just, Yuri was going to make some tea, so, I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's,
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with me helping involve Stabity in club activities?
Woo! My mouth gapes. Oh, look at Monica. She's trying to flash us with her skirt. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, Stabity.
Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
I just... Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated.
But Natsuki needs to have a deep voice like someone using anabolic steroids. Well, you'll see my Natsuki and Sayori voice shortly.
What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Stabity, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them anyway. We can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Stabity, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway...
Yeah, shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Stabbity, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway.
Anyway, Gabs, do I like Yuri or Monica? I like them both for slightly different reasons, but they're definitely the top two. I don't like the whole Monica for the whole murderous thing. I do like Yuri, you know. Tall, busty, long legs. Kind of a shy personality. Not a fan of the suicidal bit, though. But, you know, not really into the whole killing thing. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Stabbity. It's very endearing.
That's, Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Stabbity, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Eh? Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Oh, is that so? I wonder why that is. It's her big boobs.
It's most likely because my
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes, I have a terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Eh? Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup?
Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now, I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Or, you could. There's nothing wrong with that. It would be amazing to develop a Monica hologram with artificial intelligence. Hey, as long as she doesn't try killing all of the other files on your computer, that would be good. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. ... The most dramatic ellipses. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Eh? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate and eat it! No. And I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me, like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Stabbity?
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. No, you absolutely should have.
That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. Gabs, add learning capability to the hologram so it can talk and keep the customer happy. How it was done in Sophia Robot. I'm not familiar with Sophia Robot. What's that? The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. All that dust flittering around. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. ... How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Wah! Or if I want to go Waluigi more, wah! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Stabity, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Sophia is one of the most advanced artificial intelligences in the world. Okay. I'm not familiar with it. Is that the artificial intelligence that that Saudi Arabia gave citizenship to? And there's an ad, so you can't reply right now. Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, obviously, we need to show it to Yuri because we are on Yuri's path. So, start with Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Stabity. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. And during this time, I'll reply to Gabs once again. Is Sophia that AI that was given citizenship in Saudi Arabia, or am I thinking of something different? Because Sophia isn't coming to mind. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends?
Dot dot dot.
Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Because she doesn't have any friends. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Alright. Need a little water and then let's read the poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Gabs. In 2050, an Argentinian promised to colonize Venus, lol, but we will already be on Mars, creating female robots in the form of Monica. Okay. I'm confused, Gabs, but sure. Anyway, light flavored, welcome! Good to see you, buddy.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more, metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
It's about cutting yourself. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style.
This girl sounds a little manly. Ooh, my.
Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own ways.
Yeah, light flavored. Thailand, not Taiwan. There's a difference. There's a big difference between the two.
I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies.
Hey, light flavor, do you remember when I shared the video,
Taiwan #1, China #4? It's those sorts of things I'm currently forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Stabbity?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Stabbity.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Woo! That was good. Alright. Light flavored, Gabs, first person to respond, you can choose who's next, Sayori, Natsuki, or Monica. Abs. I'm thinking of sending planes with Monica's photo to strengthen Taiwan. Hey, anything to make sure that the Chi-Coms don't invade them. Light Flavored says origami. There is no origami, Light Flavored. Wrong game. That's Data Live. Although I am releasing episodes of that on YouTube, and I did buy Rio Reincarnation, so that might be a future game I play. Just Monica. All right, Gabs voted for Monica, so Monica it is.
Hi again, Stabity. How's the writing going?
No, all right, I guess.
I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. ...
All right. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature. It's like a light turns on inside of her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that... You must be pretty into her.
You, completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Yuri just has a husbando. I put waifu on all the tags for all the videos I do with this, so...
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Save me! Save me!
The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Save me. Load me. Like a game. Well, I'm about to go video game myself, so catch you later. See ya, Light Flavored. Save you for Taiwan. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem.
It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Gabs, you get to make the next choice. Who do we go with, Sayori or Natsuki? Dum dum dum, do 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 do. Just Natsuki. Natsuki it is.
Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
Eh? What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stops short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me.
Eh?
You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? And keep your voice down.
You know Yuri would love this angsty.
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me.
I am so done with you!
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch! This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. No poem from her. Alright, and to wrap things up, Sayori. ...
I love reading your poems. It's like I never know what I'm going to get.
So, basically you're saying it sucks.
No, not at all. Maybe. Just a little. Yuri must have spoiled me a little bit with her poems.
It's fine, it's fine. After all, I still have no idea what kind of writing you even like.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Oh my, foreshadowing.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right?
What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's, unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Stabbity. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Each poem has a mysterious clue. That it does. Sayori is very clearly showing signs of, the depressed comic, kind of like Robin Williams. The person that's the funniest person in the room, most warm-hearted, is the one that's the most depressed. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks! I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit more. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Oh my, even more foreshadowing. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the events. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica?
Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on posters, in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Visual novel, you're not showing us anything. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start at the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with it. I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
You have no idea, Yuri. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you going to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Wow! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri!
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Are you going to do Yuri's route right? Yes, I am, Gabs. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. And glances around her, as if she is bewildered. Whoops. As if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. Poor Monica doesn't have her own route. Well, after finishing Yuri's route, I'm gonna be doing side stories, but then I'm gonna go back and do Monica's route. She sort of has one. By which, of course, I mean the good ending. Although, I haven't gotten the good ending before, so I don't know what it is. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, It feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Stabity liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's, just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Stabity. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Stabity lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. JP, heyo! Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy, and so does your skirt being flipped up. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica. But I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Oops, wrong voice. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Stabity. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was, thinking about something from earlier. It's like how we get to, I like how we get to, I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, we are on Yuri route, so we always pick Yuri. I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Just Yuri. Yup, we are definitely just Yuri. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh boy, there we go. Let's go ahead and save. Overwrite. Yes, good. Oh my, it is already 1:10 a.m. Let's go ahead and exit. Yes, let's return to the desktop. We got ourselves... Oh, we got a new side story unlocked. Very nice. That is all 6. Very good. Although there is a 7th one later, but yes. And let's see what pictures we unlocked for today. Ooh, we have this very beautiful one of Yuri and the with the little specks of dust flying through there. Very nice wallpaper. I will set that as the desktop, and that's going to be the thumbnail for this episode. And did we get anything else? Yes. For getting a perfect poem for Yuri, a nice little sketch. And anything else? Nope, that's it. Those two, but still, that is a very nice selection. And that's it for this episode. Thank you, everyone that was in the chat. Light Flavored, Gabs, JP. And yeah, I hope you had fun. Everyone else watching the VOD, thank you. Please like, follow, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. And that is that. Have a great night, and see you guys for the next episode.